Cell phone use in driving can kill someone, even you. Even though there is already laws in place for texting and driving, stricter laws should be put in place to stop the use of a cell phone while driving because it causes wrecks, deaths, and is a distraction. Every driver is guilty of using a cell phone while driving. It is amazing how much a cell phone can do now, but also scary how much of a distraction cell phones cause. A cell phone can do everything from surf the internet, to send instant messages, to making calls, which all pose as dangers when we are driving. Although it is dangerous, it is also convenient. How many times a day is a call made to a person that is needed in an emergency state, or you just forgot something? These are all things that make having a cell phone convenient, whether a person is driving or not. Despite the fact that cell phones are so convenient, they can cause anything from a ticket to an accident. Talking on a cell phone while driving can pose a high threat for accidents, and there should be laws against this. Cell phone use has been responsible for 25 to 30% of collisions, with some estimating as high as 90%. Cell phone use is a threat, and it should be against the law. Cell phones pose a big danger in drivers while talking on a cell phone every day. In 2004, a study was done to show the reaction time of a driver talking while driving. It showed that 18% of a slower reaction time. While on the phone, our eyes are on the road, but our minds are on our phone conversation. Then before a blink of an eye, someone may have pulled out in front of you, you ran a red light, or a car stopped suddenly. As Roepke stated in USA Today, everyone has been seen driving, yakking and texting, swerving, speeding up, slowing down, all threatening the lives of everyone around them. So based off that, a ban against cell phone use and driving should be the ideal thing to do. We do now have hands-free devices we can use while in the vehicle, but this is still a threat. It has been proven that using hands-free devices are also a distraction because our mind is on our conversation, not on the road. However, talking on a phone while driving is not the only threat cell phones pose. There's also the distraction of texting and surfing the internet. All drivers have distractions while driving, but texting and surfing the internet while driving takes the eyes off the road longer than it takes to fiddle with the radio or dial a phone number. Texting while driving is the largest problem with cell phone users. Studies complete on texting and driving show that this increases a crash risk of 23-fold. On average a year, 100,000 plus drivers are admitting to texting and driving. Think about that number. How many people are on the road while you're on the road, texting and driving? Everyone can say that when a text comes through their phone, they will ignore it while they're in the vehicle, but in their mind, they think it only takes one glance to read a text. People should not trust their self-conscious when it comes to texting and driving. The driver may think they have control, but no one ever knows what's going to happen in front of them. Surfing the internet can become very dangerous while driving also. The mind is already distracted by searching on the internet for whatever topic is on the mind. Then once the topic comes up, the mind is not able to focus on the road for wanting to read what's on the page. Most drivers admit to surfing the internet while at a stopped traffic light or stopped in traffic. The age group that is involved in surfing the internet and driving the most is the 30-ish range. There are laws against texting and surfing the internet in many states, but law enforcement need better ways of catching people in action. Also, if the law is going to be against texting and driving, the law should state while the vehicle is moving, not while the vehicle is sitting, or should not state while the vehicle is moving, it should state while the driver is in the vehicle. Nevertheless, the laws are in place right now are not working, and stricter action needs to be taken. If the word is spread and everyone works together, someone's life could be saved, or a law to ban the use of cell phones might be put in place. It has been proven it has caused many deaths, wrecks, and numbers are rising. In order to do this, we must encourage our friends and family to not use their phone while their hands are on the wheel. We can help slow down the use of cell phones while driving by spreading the word and not calling or texting a family member or friend when we know their hands are on the wheel. But also, laws against talking while driving should also be put in place. Go to your local representative and push for not only laws against texting and driving, but also laws against cell phone use while driving. Let's push for stricter laws and higher fines to help stop the cell phone use while driving. Stricter laws need to be put in place, and more states should take action to stop the use of cell phones while driving. The use of cell phones have been banned in 27 states now, stating that the use of a handheld device is against the law without the use of a headset or hands-free device. There is also a law against texting while driving in 11 states. Whether everyone agrees with the use of cell phones while driving or not it sounds like the laws are being put in place. In the end, laws are being put in place to protect drivers, passengers, and other vehicles on the road. Everyone should agree with the danger cell phones pose while driving in this country. And as a whole, we should take action to stop the cell phone use while driving. Even though there are already laws in place for texting and driving, stricter laws should be put in place to stop the use of a cell phone while driving because it causes wrecks, deaths, and is a distraction. Let's all work together and save someone's life. Let's stop the use of cell phones while driving.